Each morning, the students trickle into advisory with sleepy eyes and slow steps and slip into the dim light of the room. They move in silence or respond in only hushed monosyllabic tones. And then Eyal comes and flips on the light, sending a gentle jolt of brightness that wakes us all up to our surroundings and each other. This is how Eyal entered Akiba in August. He flipped on a light for us all. It is not easy to start a new school in 8th grade. It is not easy to start a new school in a different country and a different language. But on his first day, Eyal walked into the room with a huge smile on his face and an openness that instantly brightened the space. As we talked about what the year ahead would hold, and we, the teachers and other 8th graders, ticked through things that are now so familiar to us: a day at the point, twice a week PE, choice projects, donuts on Rosh Chodesh, an absence of exams, roller skating at Purim. Eyal marveled at these things that were new to him. His wonder flicked a switch, lighting each event up for us as well, allowing us to feel their joy anew. I am a lifelong Midwesterner who typically meets the first snow of the year with dismay, a resigned thinking of, here we go, but not this year. This year I was infected with Eyal's anticipation and excitement as he waited for the world to be blanketed in white. So when those first snowflakes fell, my own heart leapt along with Eyal as he ran out of the building early to play in the dusting of snow. And when no real snow came this winter, I found myself unexpectedly sad. It is not easy to start a new school in a new country in a new language in 8th grade, and yet somehow Eyal makes it look easy. He jumped right into the group of limited Hebrew strangers with jokes and silliness that charmed us all. He listened intently in each class. He moved through the halls as if he had always been in them. And to us all, it has felt like he has. But please don't misunderstand. I know it did not always feel easy to Eyal. While he strode in that first day full of smiles and confidence, it was not until a month later that I learned he had just gotten off the plane less than 24 hours before and had come to school from a bedroom not yet furnished with much more than a mattress. When he followed the crowd to meet his buddy for the first time, Eyal made an immediate connection with Adam, curling his body into the small first-grade sized chair to make sure he could hear his words and to play hand games with him, even though he didn't really know what was going on. When we returned to read to the buddies for the first time, Eyal carefully picked 2 books from the shelves and read them quietly to Adam on the couch. He had been in the United States for less than a month, and reading a book in English aloud was a big ask. But it did not occur to him to bow out or to ask someone else to take over. Instead, he found the 2 books he knew he could read so that he would not let his buddy down. This year, Eyal has done things that I cannot imagine doing at 14. He has navigated cultural and academic waters that at times have been unfamiliar and strange. He has read 4 novels. He's read judicial opinions, science texts, and research articles, all in a language other than his native language, including Shakespeare. He has built strong friendships and strong working relationships. He has been a leader and a mentor. And in doing all of this, he has never let his light flicker. His sense of wonder and appreciation for the world around him has never once dimmed. And so, for all of us, thanks to Eyal, our year has been filled with light.
Hey everybody, last year I was in Israel convincing my parents to go to Chicago for a year. Between the ages 2 and 6, we lived in Chicago and I even was a student at Akiba. I remembered it as a good experience. My parents agreed and we came here for a year. I'm very grateful for that. It is not that everything was easy, but I know I had a lot of motivation to make it work. I worked hard and overcome many challenges to reach this moment. I couldn't have done that without the support of the great teachers at Akiba. They have been very welcoming, patient, encouraging, and motivating. Thank you for that. From the moment I walked into school, all my classmates were very friendly and made me feel like I belong. I had a very good time with you guys. Thanks for that. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. I need to prepare to move on to high school. I hope I will use all the tools that I learned at Akiba in the future. One of the core values of Akiba Shachter School is community. You have taught us lessons about leadership, teamwork, respect, and more. We practice these values in many ways. One of them is leading our mishpacha. I also want to thank my parents for being there and my siblings for the love, care, and great experiences together.